On February 5, 2025, former President Donald Trump unveiled a controversial proposal that sent shockwaves through the international community. He announced his plan for the United States to take over the Gaza Strip. This plan, he argued, would bring stability to the volatile region. Trump envisioned transforming Gaza into a glittering Riviera of the Middle East, a hub of tourism and economic prosperity under American administration. This plan, however, hinged on a key detail. The territory would be owned by the United States. Trump's vision immediately ignited a firestorm of debate and controversy. The international community, still grappling with the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, was caught off guard by the audacity and potential ramifications of such a proposal. The plan, if implemented, would represent a seismic shift in the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. It raised questions about the role of international law, the future of the two-state solution, and the potential for further instability in the region. The international response to Trump's proposal was swift and overwhelmingly negative. World leaders, diplomats, and international organizations lined up to condemn the plan, expressing deep concern over its potential to exacerbate tensions and undermine the peace process. The United Nations, a long-standing advocate for a negotiated two-state solution, voiced its strong opposition, emphasizing the importance of upholding international law and respecting Palestinian self-determination. France, the United Kingdom, Russia, and China, all permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, joined the Chorus of Disapproval. They reiterated their commitment to a two-state solution with an independent Palestinian state alongside Israel, and rejected any unilateral attempts to alter the status quo. The European Union, a major player in the Middle East peace process, also expressed its deep reservations about Trump's plan, emphasizing the need for a negotiated solution that respects the rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. The Palestinian reaction to Trump's proposal was one of outrage and defiance. Palestinian leaders, already skeptical of American intentions, denounced the plan as a blatant violation of their rights and a dangerous escalation of the conflict. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, speaking from his headquarters in Ramallah, condemned the plan as a serious violation of international law and reiterated the Palestinian people's unwavering commitment to an independent state with East Jerusalem as its capital. In Gaza itself, the response was even more visceral. The impoverished and densely populated Strip, which has endured years of Israeli blockade and repeated military incursions, reacted with a mixture of anger and fear. Hamas, the militant group that controls Gaza, condemned Trump's plan as a crime against humanity and warned that it could threaten a fragile ceasefire with Israel. Ordinary Gazans, weary from years of conflict and hardship, expressed their rejection of the plan, asserting their right to live in their homes and on their land. Section 4. Israeli reactions, a spectrum of responses. The Israeli response to Trump's Gaza plan was more nuanced, reflecting the country's complex political landscape and the deep divisions within Israeli society. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, leading the most right-wing government in Israel's history, had shown little interest in pursuing a two-state solution and had overseen a steady expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank. While Netanyahu refrained from explicitly endorsing Trump's plan, he welcomed the former president's unwavering commitment to Israel's security. Within Israel, reactions to Trump's proposal were mixed. Right-wing politicians and their supporters largely welcomed the plan, seeing it as an opportunity to solidify Israeli control over disputed territories. Left-leaning Israelis and peace activists, however, expressed deep concern, arguing that the plan would further inflame tensions and make a negotiated two-state solution even more elusive. Families of Israeli hostages held by Hamas in Gaza voiced particular concern, fearing that Trump's plan could jeopardize the release of their loved ones. Section 5. A fragile peace ceasefire under threat. Trump's bombshell announcement came at a particularly sensitive time, as a fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas was holding by a thread. The ceasefire, brokered by Egypt after a recent escalation of violence, had seen the release of 18 Israeli hostages in exchange for the liberation of Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails. The deal, hailed as a rare glimmer of hope in the long-running conflict, was seen as a potential stepping stone towards a more lasting peace. However, Trump's plan threatened to derail the fragile peace process. Experts warned that his inflammatory rhetoric and the prospect of a unilateral American takeover of Gaza could reignite violence and push the two sides further apart. The ceasefire, already strained by mistrust and the weight of history, could crumble under the pressure of renewed tensions. Section 6. Analyzing the motives behind Trump's gambit. The timing and substance of Trump's Gaza plan sparked intense speculation about his motives. Some analysts suggested that the former president, known for his unconventional and often disruptive foreign policy moves, was seeking to shake up the status quo and force a new paradigm in the Middle East. Others posited that Trump was aiming to shore up support among his pro-Israel base and bolster Netanyahu's government. Dr. Sanam Vakil, director of the Middle East and North Africa program at the Chatham House think tank in London, described Trump's comments as provocative and suggested that they might be intended to disrupt conventional thinking on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Vakil also raised the possibility that Trump was seeking to leverage the situation for broader strategic gains, such as advancing the normalization of relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia, a key foreign policy objective of his previous administration. On a renewed commitment to dialogue, diplomacy, and the pursuit of a just and sustainable peace.